If you ask most people what they know about Israel, they'll probably tell you it's a country somewhere on the Mediterranean. They might tell you it's really, really hot. They might also tell you there's a lot of war there too. But you haven't asked me what it's like in this awesome place. I grew up in Israel in my early years, and my family does nonprofit work to help further peace in the Middle East. So maybe my perspective can help you out. So yes, Israel is a country on the Mediterranean. Yes, it can be really, really hot. And yes, there's a lot of war there too. But did you know that there's skiing and snowboarding in Israel? Now I know this is coming out of nowhere, but bear with me. This does have to do with peace in the Middle East. Now, I love skiing and snowboarding. I've been snowboarding for my whole life, and I now compete all across North America, from many places here in Quebec, to the Olympic Park in Calgary, all the way to the X Games course in Colorado. I'm currently the 2025 Senior National Champion of Freestyle, as well as the Junior National Champion. Thank you. All that to say, I've been snowboarding for a very long time, and I've got a lot of experience. And with all my years of snowboarding, I've learned what it can do for you. It can give you life-changing experiences, like riding fresh powder for the first time. It can give you rushes of adrenaline that you'll never forget. And also, if you work hard enough, you can get gold medals, if that's something you're aiming for. But best of all, snowboarding can give you lifelong friends and teammates to share all of these experiences with you. And no matter how far I make it in the competitive world of snowboarding, my biggest win will always be the friends I made along the way. I've discovered that snowboarding brings people together. That's my favorite part about it. Now, to connect this all with Israel, let's talk a bit more about that. First, let's talk about anti-Semitism. That's a big word, and a lot of you might not know what it means. But we all know what the word hate means, and we wish there was less of it in this world. Anti-Semitism is a form of hate, but specifically hate against people who are Jewish. In fact, it might be one of the oldest forms of hatred in the world. Anti-Semitism has hurt the Jewish people many times throughout the course of history, and the most notorious event in recent history was, of course, the Holocaust in World War II, in which over 6 million Jews were murdered by the Nazis. Surprisingly, shockingly, and unfortunately, anti-Semitism has skyrocketed again in recent years. As someone who grew up in Israel among many Jewish people, it made me really sad to see this happening. I wanted to do something to help stop the hate. And while I was feeling all of this, my parents came up to me and said, "Hey, how would you feel about bringing competitive snowboarding to Israel?" My imagination exploded with possibilities. To bring the gift of snowboarding, which brings people together, to one of the most divided places in the world is a fascinating thought. Even so, I was shocked we would be bringing snowboarding. Where's the snow? Well, there's already a massive ski hill up north called Mount Hermon, where skiers and snowboarders of every culture come together each winter to enjoy their shared passion. But since the winter season in Israel is so short, my family plans to bring new technology called dry slope, which allows skiers and snowboarders to ride, train, and compete together all through the year without snow. Long story short, through my family's nonprofit work, I am so excited to bring together two things that are so close to my heart: competitive snowboarding, which brings people together, and bringing awareness to Israel and the Jewish people to help combat anti-Semitism and all forms of hate. Despite the common cliche that we should all do our part to work toward world peace, I think that if we look within ourselves, we can't deny that our world is particularly struggling these days. So, I'm standing here right now, looking at you, my peers, my generation. We are the new generation. I know that as we see the world as it is today, we could be tempted to lose hope. But I'd like to challenge you not to do that. Don't give up, and don't lose heart. I strongly believe that we can be the generation that brings people together. And I believe that if we look within ourselves to our own skill sets, passions, and experiences, We can use all these things in a way that cultivates love and brings people together. So as I move forward in my life, using my love for snowboarding and for the Jewish people to help combat anti-Semitism and all forms of hate, this is just one small piece to a very large puzzle. We, as the new generation, are all pieces of this puzzle. And when we work together, we will create a beautiful picture of our future world. My hope is that we will all be the piece that brings peace to our broken world. Thank you very much.